How's the knee?
It feels good. Feels good to have a week off, another week of rehab on it, and it feels really good.
Still got to wear the brace.
Yeah, still wearing it, but I mean it doesn't hinder me at all. Feels good though. A lot of quarterbacks wear it on their front knee anyway, so I mean, it's not.
Jake, I know the numbers aren't where you want them to be. I guess with the time off, how much film study, how much extra work did you put in, or maybe even a mental break to kind of, refresh things, as you guys approach the second half?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. I think kind of all last week, during the week, kind of focused on that, really focused on taking care of the ball, and then just doing whatever we can to make a play, whether the throw needs to be a little bit better or getting extra reps with the receivers on some deeper balls. Just worked on a lot of stuff to get more productive offensively, and then last weekend kind of just took a break from it. Really didn't even watch much football on Saturday, just to kind of get away from it and just kind of just reset and get ready to go for this week.
What do you think has been your biggest barrier to success?
I think trying a little bit too hard to make a play sometimes. Trying to do a little too much instead of just staying in the game and letting the play come to me, and just staying patient.
Jake, just given how close the games have been between you guys and Tennessee over the last few years, what's your mindset heading into Saturday?
Yeah, we're gonna play well. We're gonna play well. We know it's a 4-quarter game, and I mean that's the case every week. But like you said, history shows that the Tennessee game is always a big one, and we're gonna have to have the right mindset to come in there and play all 4 quarters and to stay even keel the whole game and not get too high or too low, and really just stay consistent and play all 4 quarters.
Excuse me. Do you expect to take some of the passing options off of the RPO plays in order to get into the run game more as the season goes on?
I mean, I think that, not really, honestly. I mean, I think that we're going to find new creative ways to run the ball and kind of more run plays without an RPO maybe. But the plays we had that kind of had the RPO on it, probably they're going to stay.
In terms of big plays, you guys in that 10-plus range, you've done pretty well. But once it gets to 20 and 30, you haven't hit as many of those as I know you've wanted. Mm-hmm. Does that make it difficult when you're not able to get some easy yards and when you're not able to stress a defense down the field?
Absolutely. I mean, I think we've had our chances to make them, and whether it's been, like I said, a bad ball or a drop or whatever it may be, I think we got to, that's the biggest thing that kind of shows offensively, that and turnovers, that we got to get better at. And the ways to challenge the defense, there's a lot of yards that we left out there. And so that's one thing we really broke down this off week.
You've had some memorable moments against Tennessee in your career and 2 wins. Do you draw on any of that from the past as a positive going into this week, or do you just look at this as just a different year? Yeah,
a completely different year. And this is the 2018 Gamecocks against the 2018 Volunteers. And as much as those wins were great, it's a new team, and we got to be ready to go and not think about any of that.
Kind of on that note, how different is this Tennessee defense as compared to what they were running last year? How much has Coach Pruitt kind of changed what they do?
Mm-hmm. I mean, they play hard. I mean, that's the one thing you turn on the film. They play hard each and every play. And that's not to say they didn't play hard last year, but that's just one thing that you see right when you turn on the film. And Coach Pruitt obviously learned from Coach Saban, but he's put his own twist on things, and he does a great job with them, getting them prepared. They run a lot of defenses, and they really mix it up a lot. It's going to be a big challenge for us, as he does a great job and has a lot of great players.
Jake, just within the games, what's been the main difference in the play calling this year and last year?
I think it's for one, more aggressive. I mean, I think that we've challenged the defense, and I think that's why we've had some drops, and it would have been more. The bigger numbers would have been there, but I think we've attacked the defense more than last year, and I think it's just trying to just find new and creative ways, whether it be, getting guys the ball in different ways, kind of moving people around more, just kind of more multiple in offense.
Jake, what was the attitude of the players during the break at practices, and why does it seem like you guys play a little bit better after the break the last couple of years than before?
Yeah, I mean, I think beginning of the week, it's tough. Losing a close game where we battled back and were resilient in the second half and really showed the mindset that we want to have each game. That second half. So it was tough, but I think our leadership and the guys on our team did a great job of getting the guys fired up for practice and understanding that we got to get better. And 3-3 is not where we want to be. But it's where we are though. It's where we are right now, and I think all the guys understand that and understand that we got to get better to improve. And that's the mindset we had. And I thought we had a great off week. A lot of guys got a lot better, and we were able to really focus on what we have to do to get better.
Jake, how has your confidence been these past couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, it's been up and down a little bit, but I think that's why you surround yourself with great teammates, and that's why they're there to pick me up, and so. Hasn't wavered that much. I mean, obviously, it's disappointing to win a game, but you got to go back out there with the mindset of the next time that to go make a play and to go lead your team. So it's been fairly high. I mean, I know the time I put in and what I have to do to be successful. So.
Also, I know that you guys turn off social media during the season, but have you seen some of the criticism? Heard some of it? Have people let you know what some folks are saying?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't want to hear it or even want to hear about it.
How much of the responsibility do you feel to be able to set the tone? Like when you're playing well, the team plays well, and when you're struggling, it seems like that's kind of carried over to the rest of the team. How much of that is conscious for you, and how much of that do you feel?
I mean, you never see a great team with not a good quarterback. I mean, that's kind of the way football works. I mean, if you're going to be a great team, you got to play well at the quarterback position. So, and I know that, and our team knows that, and they're behind me all the way. And I'm gonna continue to trust, our receivers, trust our line, our running backs, tight ends. I mean, we're a group, and that's what we're going to continue to do. And if the pass game's struggling, we'll got to find ways to run the ball better. And if the run game's struggling, we got to find ways to throw the ball better and do whatever it takes to win games at the end of the day. And that's kind of the mindset that we want to have.
Coach Muschamp talked a little earlier this week about improving the turnover margin in games back half of the year. Just what do you as an offense have to do to make sure you're not giving the ball away in, I guess, key crucial moments? Yeah, I mean, especially down in the red zone, you got to take care of the ball. It's a team stat, but we have to do our job. And we can't keep giving the ball away and putting our defense back on the field. I mean, there's a lot of points that are left out there, and understanding as an offense that 3 points is good. And Parker's doing a great job this year, so let's put him on the field and get us some points. We just got to take care of the ball better.
After 6 games, how do you kind of assess where this offense is?
I think we showed that if we don't stop ourselves, that we can be, a dynamic offense. And whether it be from, a penalty or turning the ball over, I think we've had a lot of self-inflicted wounds and a lot of stuff to stop ourselves. So I think we saw over the bye week that if we don't do that, this offense has a real chance to be something special. And that's what we want to go out there and show the second half of the season.
Jake, you showed a lot of emotion on the sideline during the Texas A&M game. Can you just walk us through that moment where you took your helmet and you slammed the chair on the sideline? What was going through you at that time?
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to get everyone fired up. It's something that, looking back on it, I kind of wish I didn't do because, motivation's temporary. I mean, you only motivate a guy so much. So we got to have the mindset to be fired up and to be ready to go, each and every play, each and every quarter, right when the game starts. It was something that, probably some frustration built up, and I can't let my teammates see that. I mean, obviously it got them fired up, but I got to be the same guy, you know, the whole game. You know, I got to be that even kill guy that no matter if it's going good or going bad, I want to be that guy that's consistent. I mean, obviously I'm an emotional guy. I feel like I get fired up probably more than some others, but got to be able to control that, I think. And but that instance, I was just fired up, scored, trying to get the team jacked up and ready to go.
Have you guys done anything as a team to address slow starts or try to diagnose why things have not started as quickly as you wanted?
You know, nothing, you know, earth-shattering. I mean, it's there, and we've talked about it, but I think it's just a matter of being prepared to go. From the first whistle to the last, having the same mindset, like I said. And I think it's just taking care of the ball and realizing that, you know, 3 points on the first drive is good, and just figuring out a way to move the ball and not waiting on a play to happen for us to get going. Good. All right.